Salamat kaayo, Luis. That has been our urgent concern in the last 5 weeks. Getting unstuck from that previous situation and regaining our focus. Focusing again on our work. So, ang laki ng relief talaga na naramdaman namin that day that we were finally able to have a 13th member para ma-elect na namin si Senator Sherwin as Senate President. So, hindi na headless yung... May winners yata dito. Okay. So, hindi na headless yung institution. May ulo na siya. So, dahil buo na yung liderato namin, kaya na naming ayusin yung household namin. And in shaping up ourselves, mas capable na kaming balikan at gawin ng maayos yung trabaho namin. And that's what we owe the people. Actually, ang Senate, marami na siyang karanasan of crossing that majority-minority divide on common advocacies. So, kapag may bills na senators support across that divide, yung parang ganitong aisle, maraming na pagtutulungan. Yung mga investigations, depende how close they are to the question of political partisanship, kunyari the question of the president, etc. Pwedeng maging mas drawn ang lines. Pero there are several good examples also na pinagtutulungan yung mga investigasyon on resolutions. I believe that's how the investigation on the flood control scandal began, lalo na under former Chair Ping Lacson. And confident ako ipagpapatuloy yan ni Chair Erwin Caron, no? Na the Senate was able to a greater degree close ranks on finding out what happened and formulating recommendations in aid of legislation para mabawasan na hanggang ma-eliminate talaga yung ganyang klaseng corruption. Yung budget debates din are a good example na nakakatawid dun sa majority-minority divide on common budget interventions for different departments at saka attached agencies. I wish that we had a real mature political party system and more real parties. Kasi yung mga partido ang magdidisiplina din sa amin, di ba? Will keep us faithful sa party platform namin, will make us accountable to our kababayan and voters every election. And I'm proud to say I'm a member of such a party, no? In the case of Akbayan. Pero hindi pa talaga fully developed yung party system natin para maging problema talaga yung party loyalty ba or the national interest. Unfortunately, lower than party loyalty minsan ang nakaka-distract sa amin sa national interest, which should unite more of us. It may be mga personal interests or mga business interests pa na nag-intervene improperly sa business of legislation. So, I guess na a lesson here para sa mga partido and then yung dreams of a political party system, but also non-party formations, mga citizens organizations, we still have some way to go para disiplinahin ang Kongreso, including the Senate, na talagang to not fall again into that kind of a nightmare of the past more than 1 month, the past 5 weeks, pero to keep focused sa talagang trabaho namin of shaping good politics, good governance, good economics. That's so important and very urgent right now na ongoing pa yung gera sa Middle East at nasa oil crisis tayo. And we have a lot of potentials and challenges na pagyamanin yung ating ekonomiya and let that be more equitably shared among all citizens. And that question also of uniting our people. Yes, magandang image yon, Luis, parang reset siya. So to put that machine of the Senate back on track, focused again on our duties to the nation and to the people. Second wind siya. And I think mataas at positive yung energy namin moving forward. Well, di ba sabi ng mga Chino, yung character for crisis is the same one for opportunity. So magandang positive and proactive na perspective yan to take. That's what we try to do in the old minority, now the new majority. Na yes, it's a crisis, pero in exerting that extra effort to pull ourselves and our institution out of the crisis para we can apply ourselves to the crisis of the country, siguro we also created new resources, new energies, para nga trabahuhin ang kailangang trabahuhin. I think kahit sa personal lives natin, when we survive crises, nare-realize natin na kahit nakakatakot ang crisis, but it should not paralyze us into inaction. Kasi kahit papano, if we survive that suffering, we come out of it alive and stronger, mas nagiging capable tayo to live our lives, no? And to improve ourselves as human beings. Collectively, pwede siguro nating sabihin yon about our country or particular institutions like the Senate. Sinare ko rin sa mga Quill leaders kanina sa press conference. Actually, yung generation ninyo, Luis, ang pinaka-capacitated to navigate this exciting but sometimes murky world of the digital sphere and social media. At lalo na yung mga emerging technologies pa like AI and yung mga misuse ng mga teknolohiyang ito like deepfakes, no? And yung more and more sophisticated forms of fake news, disinformation, misinformation, yung sinabi din kanina. Kasi digital natives kayo. Di tulad ng generation ko, tumawid kami from analog to digital. Immigrants lang kami. And I'm counting on you young people, young students and leaders in your ranks na to hold on to that, sabihin natin, analog value of recognizing, holding on, fighting for the truth, and insisting na itong fidelity to the truth is also what animates the use of these modern technologies. Kasi paano natin aayusin kapag naging magulo ang politika kung pati yung information sphere ay magulo din at hindi maaasahan for facts, for truth, kung wini-weaponize din at ginagamit para lituhin at hatiin ang mga tao. And di ba sabi ni Maria Ressa, without facts, there is no trust. There's no common narrative na pwede nating pagsimulan. Huwag nating payagan, no, na yung mismong platform para sa facts, para sa information, ironically, yun ang gamitin pa para lalo tayong hatiin, lalo tayong pag-awayin, pati sa larangan ng politika at pag-gobyerno. I think it's the same, Luis, for each one of us. Kung saang mundo ang pinili natin, there will always be challenges. And ako, I think like each and every one of you, para harapin yon, para makapag-recharge pag napapagod, aside from sleeping at night, the best way to recharge, and mag-exercise din, eat healthily, binabalikan ko yung mga orig na inspirasyon ko, why I chose this life or this path. So, ano ba yung mga inspirasyon ko? The people I love and who love me. Yung pride ko sa pagiging Pinoy. I really believe that God or the universe made us be born Filipinos in this country, not any other. Na hindi ito aksidente. It was for a purpose. And I think it is para mahalin natin si Inang Bayan, to dedicate ourselves to her, to serve her. Like all the generations of young people before you. Ano pang mga inspirasyon ko? Yung ganda ng kalikasan, yung ganda ng ating mga sining at ating mga kultura, And yung pananampalataya ko rin, or yung spirituality natin, ito yung mga nagsusustain sa akin in the face of any and all challenges sa trabaho ko sa politika. Daghan ang mga reforms na kinahanglan, and we are committed to applying ourselves to those tasks. Kapit lang, palihog, don't let go. You have a very good practice even for the national elections in the next many years with the upcoming barangay and SK elections. Kung dili pa kayo registered voters, if you are first-time voters, please register, participate in the SK and barangay elections. Keep on making us working in government accountable. Kahit kami sa new majority, sa reorganized Senate, sa mga susunod na legislative work namin sa mga bills, investigasyon sa mga resolusyon, including on the flood control scandal, yung budget debates namin later this year, and of course, not as a legislature, but yung impeachment trial as senator judges, make us accountable also in that important task. And then leading up to 2028, 2034, 2040, keep on expressing ano ba yung gusto nyo para sa ating bansa. Express it to all our leaders para maging accountable kami, maging accountable sila sa mga sinasabi ninyong analysis ng mga problema natin and mga solusyon na tingin ninyo ay dapat ma-implement. Efficient solutions, effective solutions, responsive solutions. And I'm praying na kung pwede namin, together with you, i-prove na may future talaga ang ating bansa. It's a country worth staying in. It's a country worth coming back to. Because it's a country na pwede kayong mangarap na you really have a space here, then I'm more hopeful na mananatili o magiging aktibo kayo sa politika at paggogobyerno ng Pilipinas, sa pagpapalakas ng ekonomiya ng Pilipinas, at sa paghilom ng mga sugat at paghihiwa-hiwalay sa ating mga Pilipino at mas pagkakaisa na ating mga Pilipino. Also because, Luis, I believe in the face of or in spite of yung mga hindi natin pinagkakasunduan, and these are valid, they're deeply felt among us, there's more that unites us even than that divides us. Kaya ba nating hanapin yon? Kaya ba nating i-secure yon? At kaya ba nating palawakin yung mga unities na iyan? I believe so.